everybody? It's Erica from the Music Industry Critique, aka The Mic Sounds Nice. And this is like the first official video ever. I know I've tried to post some concert footage in the past, and it may or may not be flagged by YouTube, but it is what it is.
And it ain't what it ain't.
Exactly. So
I'm Mike. I have a YouTube, but I don't feel like saying it. So
boo.
I don't feel like it.
He occasionally writes for the mic as well when I ask him, and I appreciate it. So, and today we are going to talk about the Janelle Monáe Electric Lady Tour. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. This epicness.
Yeah, so we can't technically tell y'all its shocking secrets.
Exactly.
So we won't tell y'all the secrets that happen.
Right.
But we'll tell you like common knowledge of things.
Right. We're going to tell you like the basic stuff that everybody would, I guess, expect from the show. And its amazingness.
Well, first of all, I want to start off with the 10 Droid commandments, which are on the back. She didn't have this in her seat, so she can't talk about it.
Like, apparently that was, like, in the chairs, and it hurt my feelings. I think somebody jacked me for it.
Yeah, they probably did, because we jacked somebody else for ours. But, yeah, so we have the 10 Droid commandments. I'm not going to read all of them, but some of them are, number 5 is, any song lyric you know must be sung. If you don't know English, sing loudly in any language of your choosing. Be aware that there is no right or wrong language, for the Electric Lady was recorded all over the world. And 2 of my favorites. Number 9, by show's end, you must transform. This includes but is not limited to eye color, perspective, mood, or height. And this is my favorite one, honestly. Lastly, please be aware that children conceived during the show or within 48 hours thereafter may be born with wings. The Wonderland Art Society will not be held liable for this phenomenon or be responsible for parenting or providing for your flying children. And
I mean,
yeah, so when you go to the Janelle Monáe show, make sure you steal one of these if there's not one already.
Exactly. I mean, basically, you got to come early enough to get this because somebody will jack it out of your chair. Like we were at the, I guess, world famous Ryman Auditorium that used to be the home of the Grand Ole Opry and all that good stuff. So the acoustics in that place were ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, already.
But it's not for people who are over the height of like 5'6". No offense.
No, but, that's okay.
Like me and my friend were both like my friend who came with me. She's 6 feet. I'm 6'4", and like we had to like cross our legs and like pull them back just so that our knees wouldn't touch the front of the other one. So
right, because
it has a church kind of like feel to it, but it's an auditorium. So
well, it used to be a church. It used to be a church like in the late 1800s or something like that. So we were sitting in pews. So Lord forbid that not only are you extra tall, but you may be a little bit wider.
And you actually take up 2 seats.
Right, technically, because it literally is like those old school wooden, hard as I don't know what, rickety pews. But it was awesome.
The show
works.
Anyway, so
right.
It starts off with this. Okay, first of all, we get there. Well, I got there on time. I don't know what time she got there.
I did get there on time.
Okay, so so you come in and you're sitting down and you're chilling and everybody's walking around showing off their costumes or whatever. And then this random guy comes up with this like, I want to say he had on like a little blazer, like a top hat, and he was just like, and everybody started clapping like, woo, okay, the show's about to start. Right. The lights start coming on, plugs in the guitar. He's like, hey, y'all, my name is Roman, and I'm going to sing some songs for y'all. And everybody's like...
Exactly. It's this guy right here. If y'all can see that.
Yeah.
Roman, Gianarthur, I don't know. But...
He didn't say his last name. He just said Roman.
Yeah, he was just, like, excited to... Well,
he wasn't
not
excited.
even
he
excited.
Said, hey,
he was kind of chill.
Roman. I'm going to sing some songs for y'all, and y'all just going to have to deal with it, because Janelle is in the back getting her pompadour done.
Right,
and
getting it right and tight. And Roman... is just, he's a beast. It was him, another guitarist, because he plays the guitar as well. So it was him,
bass player.
Yeah, his bass player and the drummer.
Yeah. And the thing about it was, he came in and it was like, actually, he was probably like the most perfect person to open for Janelle Monáe, at least vocally and talent-wise. Like, he was a little bit chill, like, in comparison to Janelle. But like with the talent, the vocals, he did like I want to say 3 original songs,
right,
and then the rest were covers.
He slayed the entire audience with. It wasn't even like a full cover of Lauryn Hill's "The Sweetest Thing."
Those covered, well, vocally he gave me like Raheem Devon mixed with like Erykah Badu. Well, that was more like his style. It was kind of like Raheem Devon mixed with Erykah Badu. And vocally, he sounded like an older Miguel. Like, not like old, but like Miguel when he turns 30.
Right. And I was thinking he was giving me a little bit of Prince. Because of the guitar and how he was moving around. Like, he wasn't wild and crazy with it, but he was very subtle with his movements. Like, he wasn't
having sex with the guitar,
right?
Is what she's trying to say. There was no purple rain falling from the sky.
Yeah, and it wasn't any grinding and Jimi Hendrix, fire ablaze on the guitar and stuff like that. It wasn't that serious.
We didn't have time for all that.
Exactly. We were here for Janelle.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Like, we were here for Janelle. Like, he sounded great. He sounded epic. But we were like, okay, sir, okay. He did Bag Lady, by the way. Right. So it would just work because he already sounded like, like
he was channeling Erykah.
He was channeling Erykah, so he was like, "Yeah, I know what a cipher is," and he just started like talking. He really didn't do that. He didn't do that. But so he started singing, Bag Lady, and everybody was getting it in. And then he ended with a song by Radiohead. I can't remember the name of it.
Oh dang, I don't remember it either. But he has his own song that everybody first started giggling at because at the end of the day we're all adults, but we're kind of like 12 when it comes to sex. So he has a song called I-69.
Which honestly, it was supposed to be a reference to the interstate because the verses are like about like driving kind of sort of, but like by the time he gets to the chorus, we know exactly what he's talking about.
Exactly.
And, yeah. But
and it really was like snickering in the audience, and it was like, okay, I-69, I feel that.
I didn't feel it. I wasn't here for it. I was like, are we doing this at a Janelle concert? Really?
I was there, even though I was surprised at like how many kids were there. It wasn't it wasn't a complete family show. Don't misconstrue that.
But not his.
Right, not his. But he didn't go so far that it was just like, oh my god.
Like kids wouldn't know what that. Yeah, kids wouldn't know what that mean. They probably would literally think he was talking about. Like you would just say, oh, Timmy, that he was talking about the interstate, and they're like, oh okay, and keep it moving. But anyway, so he leaves, and then Janelle Monáe decided she felt it deep within her soul to make us wait 30 minutes before she came out.
Right, but we didn't realize that it was like this whole, or maybe you did. It was this whole production because, dang, do we go into detail? Do we say how she came on stage?
No, I think they consider it a shocking secret. Man, that was shocking. I mean, you can try to YouTube it. I'm sure somebody done broke the damn rule and it. Just look it up. But yeah,
right. Like she came on stage. It was just like
somebody comes out and introduces her. If you have the albums, if you actually have the albums with the booklet, when you open the booklet and you read the story, the guy who writes those, he's the one who introduces her. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then don't worry about it.
Okay.
But
learn something new. I didn't know it was the same guy. Yeah, but I knew it followed the story
because it's following the storyline, and that's coming from the same perspective. Anyway, she comes out and she starts off with a song that I don't really care for. At least without Prince, I don't care for.
Yeah, I agree. It's like, give them what you love. I love how it sounds. I love how it was supposed to be, but it just, I don't know. It could have been a little bit better. Now, her performance of it was epic. Yeah, it's just the song in general.
It was really low in energies to start it off, I think. Like, especially knowing exactly where it went. But for me, highlights, because I'm not going to go through all the songs. I can't remember all of them. But
I was about to say, I made notes now.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. But like, highlights, Queen...
Electric Lady.
She did a back-to-back like it is on the CD.
Yeah, like she pretty much performed the album, which was awesome in itself.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, you can't say any of that.
I know. Dang. Okay, but we can say how she performed. There was no track to her voice whatsoever. She sounded better than the album. Yeah. Like, her voice is insane. Like, the power behind it just... Oh my god.
Yeah, like the thing about Janelle Monáe, and I think this is like one of those things that's like, no, you really can't describe into words without coming off as like being like over the top or overzealous. But the thing about her is that what you hear on record is really only like, I want to say, a third of like what she gives like vocally live, because of the fact that there's so much power in her voice. And sometimes she decides not to record songs that way. Like on the Electric Lady, she did for a few songs. But like hearing it live and just hearing exactly how powerful it is, like she was hitting notes, and I was like, oh, okay. You know, I didn't know she was going to take it there. But yeah, like when it comes down to like the performance aspect vocally, she's really solid. And shout out to her ear, nose, throat specialist who told her you need to go on vocal rest for 2 weeks because, yeah, she sounded amazing, and I could see why she needed to go on vocal rest after hearing everything that she did.
Like I could completely understand
as a vocalist. So yeah, that was epic. There were the only thing I felt some kind of way about was that it was like the two background, like there were two background singers, and they were fine, but it just kind of felt like they weren't like singing. Like it felt like they probably was tracked for like the background vocals.
No lie, I feel that every time I see them. Like I gotta believe that they are singing, but it's kind of like their mics are turned down.
Yeah, because even when they like did we can't say that, but
yeah.
Just go see the show to know what we're talking about.
Exactly.
But
wherever you are, wherever she's going, you have to go see it. Cause
and don't tell your friends it's Shocking Secrets, because honestly, to be completely
like we
honest,
knew it was gonna
experience.
we knew it was gonna be hard to do this video, and I wanted to do a concert review on video because of how special the show was and how amazing it is, and like. What was it? The Ninth Commandment. You will change after that show,
like
and I
felt
don't know.
like we were part of the Electro Phi Betas frat / sorority. Like
exactly,
it's one of those things where it's like you go into it and you have this amazing experience, and all of a sudden things that you thought were going to stress you out that week are like, oh, you know, it's going to be
They're
okay.
Gone.
And it's like you feel like a new person. Like I don't know how to explain it for real, but it's like you really feel as though. Like, I feel like I had just crossed, and, like, that was my probate.
Right.
And that, you know, I was officially in this fraternity with all the other electric men and ladies.
And it's for everybody. It's for any color, any sexual orientation, all ages, because there were kids.
There were kids.
I want to say there were, like, at least I saw, like, 5 or 6 kids. And I was amazed. I'm like, that's what's up. Like
there were kids. There were people from like our age group to like 50, 60 years old in there like jamming out, which I think was pretty cool. And the thing I will say about Janelle Monáe that I think people don't really give her credit for the genius that she really is.
Exactly.
And when I say that, I mean it in the sense that when she releases some of her songs and stuff, the way that they sound, it's like Cold War or something. It's like some people, especially people of color, at least some of the people I know, they feel kind of indifferent about it because she's not Kelly Rowland R&B or, you know, Jasmine Sullivan R&B or anything like that. She's like in a whole nother genre. But the thing about it is she's smart because she still gives R&B. And at the same token, she can give rock. Like, she honestly can do any genre.
Like, so I want to say, like, her voice... I mean, of course, it seems like it's based in R&B. Like, even if you go back through her entire discography, all the way to technically her first album, mixtape, or whatever, The Audition, like, she showed you then that, she could do mainstream R&B. She can, you know, do a good booty bass remix of a classic. Because when she did that to Time Will Reveal by DeBarge, I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, I remember that song.
So she can cross genres like Mike was saying.
But the thing about it was to see it in a live setting, it's like it makes so much more sense than it would to just listen to it because you see where she's going with it. Like for me, it's like when she stood up, I can't remember the name of that damn song, but when she stood up, she did a cover of like this rock song, and when all of those like people,
I was about to say, was it Let's Go Crazy? I mean,
yeah, it was Let's Go.
Yeah, Princess Let's Go Crazy.
Yeah, but when she did that,
man,
everybody went ham and cheese.
Yes,
and I mean white people, black people, the few Hispanics and Asians that I saw, like everybody just went crazy, and I was like, okay, now I see why she does this music, because when she did Cold War, it was the same reaction. When she did
Victory, well, yeah, to a degree.
Well, but it was more so like, I'm talking like the high energy songs, like when she did the War of the Roses, like those kinds of songs. It was like it made sense.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, now I see why she does this, because once she gets to that point where she becomes like a more so of a household name, she's gonna automatically get all of these different audience bases for different reasons. She's gonna get like the urban community who likes R&B music and stuff. She's gonna get them, as well as the people who enjoy like rock and like headbang. Well, not necessarily headbanger, but like that energy. Like if they like that kind of energy, even people who are like up in age who miss like the rock and roll days, like are coming to see Janelle Monáe, right? Because she's giving that.
Because even like on another album track that she did, Ghetto Woman, it sounds like a Stevie Wonder throwback. So all the people that are probably me and Mike's age, our parents would have loved that.
And in addition to it, it has like, because I know Stevie Wonder used to do this too, but it had kind of like a salsa twist, especially live. Yeah. So like the few Hispanics that I saw up there with us, like they were really like getting it, because it was like, okay, we can relate to this. Exactly. So it really she really does mesh a bunch of different genres together, and it really works out.
Yeah, perfectly. and that whole mixture shows in her band too, because like you're saying, the guy that was on the
drum/percussion.
Yeah, like not the drummer, not the flat out drummer, but the percussionist. He was from like Brazil, and then you had
the guy on the piano was from Memphis, which is my home.
Yes, oh snap! When she started going through all the band members by their city, like the two Memphians that I was with, and like a third of the crowd. went crazy
as soon as she said he was from Memphis.
Right.
And I was like, now I see why I like him.
Right, like we were already hyped because she was talking about, we got a member from Tennessee. So everybody was hyped. And then when she said Memphis, it was like a whole other...
Yeah, it was
a whole other thing.
Yeah, so it was...
But yeah, he was bad. Oh my God.
Yeah, everybody actually was really, really talented. And we can't give you all the details, obviously, which sucks.
Exactly.
But it's really like an A+ show. Like my friend who came with me, she actually, and I know I'm like, we might get flack for saying this, but she actually went to see Beyonce when she came to the Bridgestone a few months ago.
We're definitely going to get flack for this.
And she was telling me, I didn't go see it, obviously, but she was telling me that she was like, Beyonce obviously had like a better setup because of the bigger budget and the bigger arena, but she was saying that like, in terms of like captivating and connecting with the audience and it being like an intimate setting, she was saying that this probably was like one of the best concerts that she's ever been to, even after seeing, the Mrs. Carter tour a few months prior. And I think that really speaks volumes, because we all know that Beyonce can put on a show.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of how you feel about her, we all know that she actually can like perform her ass off. So to like hear that from her saying that, and then thinking about the fact that, okay, this was at the Ryman, which is like really scaled down in comparison. And
it's very like I guess a House of Blues location.
It speaks volumes to like her energy level and like her ability to perform. And I think that that's like one reason. Like, even if you don't know all the songs to all the albums, you really don't even have to. She only did one song for Metropolis. Like, but
right, I noticed that. I was like, wait a minute, this entire show is like pretty much the Electric Lady. It was
with
like
the the 3 singles from the Arcandroid.
Yeah, because I was thinking, okay, the only songs that weren't on there were Tightrope. Was Cold War on the Electric Lady? Yeah.
No, that was on Arcandroid.
Okay, that's what I thought. And
Cold War, Tightrope, War of Roses.
Yeah. And then like the cover,
Sincerely Jane. And that was honestly it, to be honest.
Yeah, like she pretty much...
Everything else was from the Electric Lady or was a cover.
Right, from start to finish. And some of the
covers was and the one cover she did was from the Electric... Well, one of the covers was from Electric Lady.
Yeah,
the Target Deluxe Edition.
She covered I Want You Back. Now, granted, I love how she slowed it down on the album. I love that. But she got us hyped during the show because she did it like the arrangement. Yeah, she did the exact same. Yeah, but on the album it's more acoustic and you hear like the harmony, and I'm a harmony whore, so automatically I was just like, oh, I love you, Janelle.
Right. She did.
So,
She did
yeah.
that. She really did that, and
It was amazing.
I was really proud of her. Like it really transformed me.
Oh yeah.
And I was so proud of Janelle.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness.
So yeah.
And she did 2 encores. So okay, that is
technically she only did one.
One-ish. 2. But
every artist does that. Adele actually threw shade at artists that do that. She was like, I'm going to walk off stage and pretend like I'm leaving, but I'm really about to come back. And she was like, I think it's so unnecessary, unless you're like Madonna or something, which I kind of agree with. Like, because when she left the first time, I said, Janelle, we know you're coming back.
Okay, but that is the other thing, because like the chick that I didn't know that was sitting next to me, she missed out on the real encore. The real encore. No, she was there for the, I guess, real encore that almost felt like it was a second show.
Oh yeah.
She was there for that, but she missed out the very last one.
And then the very last one was What an Experience.
Yeah, so she missed that one. But yeah, that's the key to any concert. Take notes. If the lights don't come up, they coming back. So just chill for a second. Oh my gosh.
La 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 la. La la la. I'm sorry, y'all wouldn't get that. But yeah, it was really really great though. She did a great job, and we really honestly like the crowd was still, even though we knew she was done, at least where I was, they were still standing there like come back and clapping, like even after the final encore when they knew that she wasn't coming back. They were still clapping and waiting for her to come back, and I honestly agreed with them, but I was like, okay, yeah, I have school in the morning, so we need to get this moving.
Like, people are like, look, I love you, but I got work in the morning and stuff like that. I was in that number, but at the same time,
I stayed.
I was here. I was there for Janelle.
I paid $30 for them tickets. I wasn't going to leave until it was really done.
Exactly. Because again, when the lights go up, that's when you got to go the hell home.
Yeah.
But until them lights go up, like the house lights.
Right.
Yeah,
you stay.
Yeah, you stay and you wait and you
go get your beer, whatever you need to get.
Right, and you go ham. You go ham because like I know at least for me and at least one of the people I was with, like for that first encore, you know, we were like Janelle, and I was so hyped that I was like banging on the pew in front.
Yeah, that's what we
just
were
like like it was just. Yeah, and then she came back.
She came back, did what she had to do.
And then said, okay, for real, thank y'all. We appreciate it. It was amazing. What an experience. And here we go.
And yeah.
Exactly.
And next time wear black and white.
Right.
Because some of y'all niggas didn't.
Man.
Now y'all gonna suffer. Now y'all feel some kind of way. Now y'all wish y'all wore black and white.
Exactly. Deep in your feelings because you didn't wear black
I
nor
wore black
white.
And white. I wore black and white. It was just like
I didn't wear black or white.
In it, though.
I didn't wear black or white. Like I feel so. I was deep in my feelings because I'm like, wow, I didn't even think of that. But there were people.
I thought about it,
there were people with pompadours and tuxedos and all of that. So yeah. If you go to her show, or when you go to her show, because I know you will, you have to wear the uniform.
Yeah.
You have to.
Be as creative as you want to be. Actually, one of the I'm going to go ahead and tell you now, one of the commandments says that before the show, feel free to walk around the premises impersonating one of the many inspirations of the Electric Lady, which is Salvador Dali, Walt Disney, Outkast, Stevie Wonder, Octavia Butler, David Bowie, Andy Warhol, or John Williams.
David Bowie.
What'd I say?
Bowie.
I'm reading fast. Anyways, you can edit that out. Okay. So yeah, make sure that y'all do one of those. I personally, when I go the next time, I'm gonna get one of my shorter friends so that we can be Outkast. And we'll just be Outkast in black and white, and I'll be Andre and they'll be Big Boy. And that's how that will work. But yeah, definitely have fun with it. Be creative. You know, go knowing that you're gonna have the best concert experience you probably will ever have. At least until she goes on tour again.
Right.
So,
like, I honestly can't wait until maybe she doesn't even want to, but if she ever does like a Bridgestone Arena or Phillips Arena type setting, she's going to bring that house down.
Yeah, I think she wants to get there. I think that she actually, even though
she's well on her way.
I prefer intimate setting because it was like, it really felt close. I feel as though she can still bring that even in a huge arena.
I think so. I think so too. But yeah, you better go and get your ticket from
Actually,
from
yeah.
Ticketmaster.
When they go on sale, give them the day of, because
Yes.
first trifling asses was take them tickets in the front row and sell them for like $85 when they really only supposed to be $27.50 plus
Right.
tax. So do that.
Just please get the tickets first day. That's like concert etiquette. First day, 10 a.m. Get that ticket.
Yeah, or at least
Please.
by that weekend, because StubHub will take all them hoes by the time Monday comes around. Like, oh, y'all didn't know? Okay.
Exactly. But is that it?
I think so.
Is that what we got? All right. Well, again, this is Erica.
Hey, this is Mike.
And thank you.
Bye. Go see-